Hello and welcome back to the monthly Filecoin community meetup series. My name is Emily and I will be your host today. As always, before we begin, I'd like to remind you of the Filecoin Community Code of Conduct that has been linked in the chat. And by joining us today, you are agreeing to abide by these rules so that we can have a successful and productive meetup. So thank you. We launched the Filecoin Meetup series as an opportunity for us to gather as Filecoin community members to share the incredible projects that are being built in our ecosystem. And as usual, we have a fantastic lineup of presentations for you today. But before we begin, I'd like to highlight a few amazing milestones, updates, and upcoming events in our ecosystem. So actually, as of yesterday, the Filecoin network reached 3 exabytes of storage. And if you remember, in February at the last meetup, I just announced that we celebrated 2.5 exabytes of storage, and that was only 3 weeks ago. So it's a pretty amazing milestone. And congratulations to the Filecoin community on reaching this goal. Obviously, we couldn't have done it without all of you. And the next and final update that I have for you today is about the Gitcoin GR9 hackathon that Protocol Labs and Filecoin are co-sponsoring. So you can see all of this information here. But the event is actually starting tomorrow and it will go until the 31st, so right through the end of the month. There will be bounties from Textile, Fleek, and they will all be matched by Protocol Labs. We will also have bounties from IPFS as well, and up to 30K in prizes from PL and all of our collaborators. The competition does start tomorrow, so if you have not registered yet, but you are interested, then please visit the link that is in the chat. So that's all I have today. And we do have a short and sweet meetup. So a lot of you will get your time back, but I am so happy to have you all here today. And we've got 2 presenters. So first up, we have Samuele Agostinelli. He is a developer with a passion for all things Web3, such as Ethereum, IPFS, and Filecoin. When he isn't coding, he is writing and making videos to help onboard developers to these amazing technologies. And today, he will be presenting on the latest Filecoin integrations on Fleek, and he will also be giving us a demo. Additionally, if you haven't seen any of the presentations and demos that he's done in the past, I'll be linking them throughout this week on our Twitter. He has some amazing presentations and tutorials that you can find. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But without further ado, you can begin.
All right, thank you for the introduction, Emily. So now we can talk about the theme of this presentation, which is about the latest Filecoin integrations on Fleek. So if you don't know what Fleek is, what we're about, so we're all about Web3 protocols, and one of our most popular products is our hosting site, which allows people to host their site on IPFS. But we also have other things. But all of them, what they have in common is that we all use IPFS. And naturally, with IPFS, we also wanted to do things with Filecoin. And that's what the focus of this presentation is going to be, is what have we been doing with Filecoin. So just before I continue, I say we just want to do a quick catch up because the last time we did a presentation, I believe it was about 2 months ago. And at that time, we had just released the Space SDK, which allows the developers to create private storage, to do private storage on IPFS. But since then, like, we've been pretty active. It's pretty crazy, really. And we've released a bunch of different things. The first of them is this one. The Space beta is released. So like I said, we did the Space SDK, which is the tooling that we use to create the Space product. And that is you can think about it as a like Dropbox, but a private version of Dropbox, and it's powered by IPFS and Filecoin. The second thing that we released today is our Fleek hosting CLI, which allows people to just access all the fun functionality that is on Fleek, but do it via the command line. So it's a fun tool to use. The third one, and that's interesting because it was announced and released like today, about 3 hours ago. But there was this event with the Dfinity and the TechCrunch editor at large. We interviewed them, and we showed a new product, which is a static hosting on Dfinity and the Internet Computer. It's kind of a big announcement. It's not, however, what I want to focus on this presentation. But if you want to know more, you can go on our blog posts, our Twitter. It's pretty interesting. And the last thing that we also is new on Fleek is a Filecoin integration through all our products. So, okay, I said previously, on Fleek we have Fleek hosting to Fleek your to host your websites. We have Fleek storage, that is kind of to store your web assets and distribute them on the web. And we also have Space. And all of these products are integrated with Filecoin. And we're going to learn exactly what it is. And I'm going to show you for each product what it looks like. So first to start, what is the goals and the challenges about the Filecoin archiving solution that we wanted to do? So as I said, all our products use IPFS, hosting, storage, and space. And naturally, since they use IPFS, the next logical step is, well, we want to archive on Filecoin, we want to introduce Filecoin features and integrate with that. And so like there's a lot of directions we could have gone. It's kind of a big kind of worm, what it could have looked like. So we decided to, just to start, we're gonna keep it simple so that later we can see what people want, what people are interested, and we have like a solid basis on which we can build further Filecoin integrations. So the goal, all it was is, okay, we're gonna take all the files that are generated by our products and we'll back them on Filecoin. And that goes to the second point. This Filecoin feature has to work across all Fleek product, hosting, storage, and space. We have to make it pretty much generic. We want like a super solution that is gonna work across everything. So that was a challenge and one of our goals. So what we came up, what does it look like? So here's a quick architecture of what it looks like. Here at the left, we got file producing products. So we got Fleek hosting. Fleek hosting, the website, the web assets, that takes space, and we want to back that up on Filecoin. We got Fleek storage. So that's your web assets, your images and your videos. You also want to back this on Filecoin, and it produces files. And space, which is our privacy-focused Dropbox, I guess. This also produces files. Of course, they're encrypted. Now, all these files, once we, on the products, once a file is uploaded, whether it's a site, a file, or an encrypted file, it generates an event on AWS Kinesis, and that says that, okay, a file has been uploaded, and this file has a certain size. And we have also a cron job here in the middle that's going to look at all these events periodically. Once the sum total of all the files reaches a certain size, which right now is 16 gigabytes, then we decide that the batch is big enough that we want to back that up on Filecoin. So here at the next step, we take our batch and we back it up on Filecoin. Right now, our miner is Picnic. And then once this 16 gigabyte batch of files from all our products is archived on Filecoin, that produces a deal ID. And this deal ID is written on DynamoDB, which we use across all our products to as a database. And that allows us then to update our UIs in various ways to show up that deal ID. So I'm going to show you a quick demo just through all the products, where's the Filecoin deal ID and what it looks like. And I will show you also the Kinesis on AWS. And it was hopefully like the image, it won't all burn up. So here, I'm going to show a browser right here. So to start, that's our Fleek storage product. So like I said, it's meant to store your web assets, like your images that you want to show on your websites. Now I have a bunch of files. That is for our Fleek blog, I believe. So I'm going to click on this image, 2020 in review. And here, so we got the Filecoin deal ID and the deal proposal CID. Now this feature, I just want to say that a bit before this presentation, we discovered a bug. So I cannot show you the deal ID right now, but just like it works. And I was told it's going to be fixed very soon. So after the presentation, or maybe tomorrow, you should be able to get your Filecoin deal ID. It's just unfortunate that it's not working, but this Filecoin deal ID is going to show pending initially once you upload a file. And the idea is that, like I showed previously, once the batch of file gets big enough across all our product, all our users, once it reaches the threshold of 16 gigabytes, it's going to create a deal on Filecoin. And here, we're going to show you the deal ID. And that's our hosting product. Same principle. We got here the Filecoin deal ID. Again, because of the bug, it's showing pending for now. And here on Space, so like I said previously, the Space product is like Dropbox, but a privacy-focused Dropbox that uses IPFS and Filecoin. But I got a bunch of file here, and if I go here, if you want to get your deal ID, you go and copy, and you can copy your deal ID. Of course, because of the bug I mentioned, it's pending. But here is where you can get it. So, like I explained previously, all these files, no matter the product, for example, if I go on storage here, no matter the product, as soon as a file is generated, it produces an event. So like here, if I were to upload something, upon file upload, it would generate an event to AWS Kinesis that will include the size of the file. And that is here. I got our panel. And here, the put records, that records all the files that are uploaded and their size. And that is what the cron job is looking at to determine when is the time to do a new deal on Filecoin. I'm going to go back to my presentation right here. So that was a demo. So now you know where to look for the Filecoin deal ID, and I also showed you like the architecture and how it worked a little bit behind the scenes. So that's pretty cool. Of course, there's some future ideas, like we're showing here, the monkey in the Homer's brain. There's always like ideas in our head. Like I said, this Filecoin integration is meant to be simple to start and generic. And we want to expand it in the future, of course. And these are just some ideas. And it's not a promise, by the way, just some ideas of what we might want to do. But the first one is we want to allow users to retrieve files other than from Fleek, because of course, the whole idea of this is to be decentralized. Right now, if you want to get your file, you have to go on Fleek. So that is a drawback. And an area that we want to improve in the future, like we want to really espouse the principles of decentralization and allow the users to get their files without going through us. So that's an objective. The next is an integration with the retrieval markets. I guess it goes a bit with the first point, but of course, with Filecoin, there are these retrieval markets, and we're thinking about, okay, how do we integrate that in a manner that is going to provide value for our customers. And the last one is giving the user more control on the archiving setting. As I showed you previously, like if I am on Fleek storage and I upload a file, is going to generate an event, and that's pretty much the flow. At no point is the user setting some features like the replication, the amount of replication, the duration of the deal, none of that. So one of the objectives that we are thinking about is, okay, how do we allow users to control the settings so that they're not just going with our default settings. So that is also something that we're thinking about and want to do in the future. And thank you for listening. I also have a few links that I've put here that are going to be copied in the chat. But thank you for listening, and I hope you'll find our product useful and enjoy our Filecoin integration.
Thank you so much, Samuele. That was amazing, and it really is so cool to see how you all integrated Filecoin into Fleek. So if anyone has any questions for him or for the Fleek team, you can put them here in the chat, and he will answer them. So we will go ahead. Let's see. All right, folks, let us know if you have any questions, and Samuel will be sticking around after the meetup. So please put the questions here if you have any, and if not, no worries. I'm sure you can find him or anyone else on the Fleek team on our Filecoin Slack, so you can catch up there. Okay, so next up and finally, we are joined by Wang of IPFSFORCE. Faye works at IPFSFORCE, and she's a reputable miner, developer, and ecosystem partner of the Filecoin ecosystem. Prior to joining IPFSFORCE, she worked at global PR agencies serving different technology companies across many industries such as fintech, software, manufacturing, and transportation. She is now focusing on building and showcasing Web3 projects based on the Filecoin network, including marketing and events at IPFSFORCE. And today she'll be providing us with an update and demo on FILWALLET and FILScan. All right, Faye. We're so happy to have you.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. Hello, everyone. This is Wang. I'm working for IPFSFORCE and currently being responsible for project communication and ecosystem research. In the near future, me and my team will keep bringing with you guys more applications and tools to especially design for ecosystem players. So today, let me introduce a professional Filecoin wallet, FILWALLET, that is specially designed for Filecoin miners. FILWALLET is a free client-side application helping you interact with the Filecoin blockchain. Our easy-to-use open platform allows you to generate wallets, interact with smart contracts, and so much more. Recently, FILWALLET has updated to the latest version with more finding functions to help all owners and mining pool managers better manage your clusters and your assets. So first, to use the FILWALLET, you need to know how to create and manage your wallet. If you don't have one, you just need to create one on the app as simple as you sign up a new email account. If you already have a local wallet, we support features including importing mnemonic words and private keys, adding miner addresses, as well as switching and managing multiple wallets. Do remember that never share or have a backup copy of your mnemonic words via any third-party access or that will connect to the internet. It will ensure the security of your account and your private key. And when you successfully attach to your FILWALLET, you will see a new page, Miner Monitor, that is specially designed for mining pool management. You can check real-time information of your miners and monitor all accounts balance. On the miner overview, you can see the total balance of the fields that you can withdraw to the external account, including your pledge, your lock-in, and your rewards. And the yesterday statistics is about your earning and consuming of your cluster within the last 24 hours. And the last part, the balance monitor page. This page is involving all balance information about your worker and all controllers. As an owner actor of your cluster, you can decide how much fuel you need to allot and charge to all the addresses depends on the balance and time reminder on this page. And to go a little bit more details about the fuel withdrawal and charger, I'd like to simply describe a new feature of fuel transaction. Transfer your fuel via QR code scanning with support to check all records and details of your transactions. We simplify the relationships among different actors to you on the flowchart in this slide. If you see it as an independent state, owner will be the key to control all internal and external matters. And miner will be the finance minister to accept the withdrawal request from the owner and allot the fuels. Worker and controllers are the chairman of the construction that accept the fund allocation from the owner and directly responsible for maintaining the cluster, including spending the fuels to finish the block signature and verification process of pre and proof sector commitment. To make it simple, all operation on your cluster that you use to finish on your implementation will be partly and efficiently migrated to FILWALLET. So all the transactions should happen in a 100% secure operation environment. So we offer offline signature verification to actualize the security solution. Filecoin Wallet supports offline wallet for few transactions with the highest level of security. As long as your private keys can be connected to the internet, your assets will be possibly stolen or leaked. To solve the problem, you just need to have a mobile that will be eternally inaccessible to the internet. The message will be sent via QR code scanning, and our system will help you automatically set the related parameters like gas fee cap, gas premium, gas limit, nonce, and so on. To be mentioned, you can set the nonce by two options, FILWALLET system or by your own. We are now also leveraging different audience to clarify the requirement of different miners to ensure that our products will be updated cleaning to cluster focuses. So there are all the new features I've introduced to you by today. If you're interested in FILWALLET, you can scan our product QR code on this slide to give it a try. And thanks for the listening. That's all.
Thank you so much, Faye. That was fascinating and so exciting to see how IPFSFORCE is using Filecoin as well. So if any of you have any questions for the IPFS team, you can find them all on the Filecoin Slack. And that actually concludes our meetup today. Like I said, short and sweet. So thank you again to Samuele and Faye for taking the time to share both of your expertise and projects with us today, and especially for displaying what an amazing ecosystem that we are building together. If you'd like to stay up to date on the latest Filecoin news and events, please sign up for the Filecoin Slack, the Filecoin newsletter, and also subscribe to the Filecoin YouTube channel that will be linked in the chat. And we are also publishing new blog posts every week, so visit our website at filecoin.io/blog to read up on all of those. Thank you again for joining us for the March meetup, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one in April. Thank you again. Have a good one, everyone.